Elliot, and I wanted to do a Fruits Basket 2019 reboot season 1 review. I just finished it. I'm so excited for season 2, and personally, it's one of my favorite anime I've ever seen. It's okay. Okay. I have my phone in front of me because I have like notes. Okay. So, Wikipedia says, it says, Fruits Basket tells the story of Toru Honda, an orphan girl who, after meeting Yuki, Kyo, and Shigure Soma, learns that 12 members of the Soma family are possessed by the animals of the Chinese zodiac and are cursed to turn into their animal forms when they are weak, stressed, or when they are embraced by anyone of the opposite sex that is not possessed by a zodiac spirit. So that's like the basis. But it is so much more. It's also labeled a rom-com, which supposedly in the original series it was a lot more funny. The 2019 reboot is mostly just like intense emotion and like sad. But like there are great moments of like, oh, that's so sweet, oh, that's so nice, oh, I love that. Okay. But the reboot is just so much more emotional and touching, and there are moments of sweet and like happy, but it's mostly sad. But it's not like depressing. I don't know. It's a good balance. Okay. So let's talk about the main characters. So like I said, I mentioned Yuki, Kyo, and Shigure. Those are the main 3 zodiac spirits that I'm gonna explain. I don't want to talk about anybody else because the way they come in the new series is kind of like, that would be like spoilery. So Shigure, he's the essential like father figure, I guess. I don't know. He's the oldest zodiac spirit, and he's the dog, and he's a writer, and he's like supposedly kind of pervy, and like they try and get that across, but it doesn't work as well in this one as it supposedly did in the first one. Okay, and then we're gonna talk about Yuki. Yuki is the year of the rat. He's the first one to meet Toru, and he is super closed off and like, but he is definitely in love with Toru, and he's very sweet, except to Kyo, but Kyo is my favorite. He's the year of the cat, and he's stubborn and closed off. So Kyo, he's my favorite. He's the year of the cat, which doesn't exist, and that's like a plot hook. There's like a story that Toru's mom used to tell, and this is like how they introduce the series. So this isn't a spoiler, but so Toru's mom used to tell her this like old folk tale about the zodiac spirits and how they all had a party, and like the rat forgot, like didn't invite the cat, and so there's not a cat year. That's it. That's the story. And so that's why Kyo and Yuki have such like they hate each other, because without Yuki, the year of the rat, not inviting him, Kyo, the spirit of the cat, to the party, he would have been a year. So that's like a thing. Kyo is so stubborn, and he's closed off, and he's got such a big heart, and honestly my favorite character. I love him. I have a cosplay for him. He's my favorite. And now let's get to Toru. So Toru, in my humble opinion, she's sort of boring and like filler, so we can relate to her, which is beneficial, but she's also very sweet and has no flaws, and everyone loves her, and like everyone who meets her loves her, and like I love her, and I just wish she had more like personality and like flaws to her to make her feel more real. But I get why there isn't any, because I guess they want us to be able to relate to her. One of my favorite parts of the show were how like emotional it was, and like how they really like talked about a lot of problems that people have without it being depressing. Like, okay, so the Somas are cursed, right? And there's this like overarching like head of the family who's like really abusive, named Akito. And they talk about abuse from Akito really well, and in a way that I find very relatable, and like very, like, people going through, who have gone through trauma will appreciate, I think, the way that they do it, because they show this trauma and the people aren't just immediately okay, and that they are clearly going through, and like Yuki says all the time, like to Toru, or at the end of the series more, season one, that he's like trying to change because he doesn't want to be stuck as the same person he was when Akito, like, or who he is because Akito abused him, which is a really like relatable like thing. And oh my gosh, it's such a good show, such a good show. I recommend it to everybody. It's not only is it like, oh, so sweet and sappy and romantic, but there's also the like emotion and like abuse, and like everyone's backstories are tragic, but not in unbelievable ways, like in ways that are like, yeah, like I could meet somebody whose backstory is that they were in a girl gang and then they found out that like they didn't want to do that. I don't know, but like I don't want to spoil anything, but I kind of did. Oops. But yeah, I definitely strongly recommend this anime to literally everybody. It's phenomenal, and I'm going to insert some clips from the season 1 trailer. Season 1 trailer. I'm going to insert some clips. All right, bye.